Hey friends, how's it going? Here's today's project in between working on saws. It has been so dry. My house, the earth is actually shrinking and it goes right down. So we got to deal with this, friends. One shovelful at a time. Let's go load up the 6.5 turbo weasel. See how much weight she can take. Nice full load of clay. Here, now we get to see what kind of weight she can take. Well, that's pretty good. I didn't want to pile her any higher because I'd be dumping it all through my yard. You guys can see how much clay there is in our soil here. That's just how it is here. Super heavy clay. Wonder how many truckloads it's gonna take. We gotta do the whole back of the house. And we did this. I did this last year, Brent, and the year before that. We've been in a drought here for many moons. Some people go to the gym, some people jog. This is what we call body by farm around here, friends. It's always something to do. When you have a big property, there's always something to do. And that's actually one of the reasons why I don't take saw builds. It's only so much time in a week, a month, a year, and if I let things go too far, stuff like this, I can't. If I left this for winter, the water would get into there, it would create ice, and it could crack my foundation. So, body by farm. Let's get this finished up. Okay, let's have a look at these transfers here. I'm just going to move you guys forward. How's it going, everybody? Super, super small and super, super big. They open at the same time. Now, what I did was I made a little paper template. And you guys can see this here. I cut a little piece of paper and I rubbed my thumbs over it to get me an outline. I laid this on the case. I can move this out. You guys can see there's a little bit of a line here. See that line? That's the edge of the case. So what I'm going to do is give myself, you can use die-cam or die-cam, I believe it's called die-cam. I just use a marker. Markers grow on trees in my line of work, so. Okay, do that. I'm going to let that dry for a few seconds, and then what I'll do is I'll take my calipers, measure where we're at, okay, and I will, there you go, that's good, lock them in place, okay. We're going to widen them about 20 thousandths, okay, there. That's about it. That's the only place we have room to go. If we wanted to make them even wider, we'd have to grind the cases, which we're not going to do. This is just a work saw, and we'll work with what we can. We can definitely get some more flow out of this. Okay, that one's pretty big. They are straight down. So let's see what we can do with this. Your transfers, for me, transfer work is where the magic happens. These are aimed over top of the intake, as you can see, and I'm not totally unhappy with the way these transfers are, but I feel like we can get some more out of them. Only time will tell. Okay, we got our egg-shaped tooling. Now I'm going to attempt to go in here, and look, it is super, super tight. I'm going to attempt to go in here and get us some more taper to create flow. Sorry, this way, friends. Taper to create more flow. I'm going to relieve up to our line that we made. That's not much, so I'm going to be very careful. I'm going to relieve up to that line. I'm going to taper in here, and that'll be that for these transfers. Just trying to create more taper. Okay, we're rocking and rolling here. There's the stock one. I'm just trying to create a little more taper in there. I want to get more flow. Okay, that's all I'm doing, just creating space. When you open up your lower transfers, you're creating case volume. That means more power on top. Ported stock. Notice I thinned in here a little bit. I just want to create taper. I want pressure so that when that transfer opens, we get more velocity. That's the idea anyways. Again, friends, we're just experimenting here. This all run good. The question is how good. Now I'm going to do the other side. Okay, friends. We open those up nicely. Notice they're taper. Okay, so instead of them going straight down, I tapered them in. I want to create pressure and volume. Now this is considered anything below the upper transfers is case capacity in my opinion. We've added case capacity to this saw. Now I'm going to do the front ones in a similar fashion. Here, stock transfer, and here's the one I did. Notice it is tapered now. Let's look straight down. See the difference? There's only a slight taper to this one. Now what I want, I tapered it in this way. I want the air to hit that corner and come out. You guys get what I'm saying? I want it like this, but I want it slightly to one side so that if you look, the air is going to come in. Right, so I want a nice smooth Okay, and here's what we did with that transfer. Okay, here's the stock one. Notice the stock one's almost straight up and down. You can see the slight edge there. Just a slight taper. Now look how much taper we have. Okay, that should create velocity, pressure. Okay, so I just wanted to show you guys what I'm doing. Notice I ground right down to the lip here, so that it's going to come down and that's the plan anyways. Plan to plan and try to try. Anyways, I'm going to finish this up, friends, and we'll call the transfers done. A little bit of cleanup work. I'll go right down in the bottom with my diamond burr and I'll clean up that transition. So now the idea is just to make this one match that one. Okay, friends, there is the transfers pretty much done. I'll do the cleanup off camera. Let's see what we did. We just created a nice taper, added a little more case capacity. I think I'm going to be happy with this. Didn't touch the uppers at all. I'm just going to blend them at the very bottom. You can see that little step there and there. I'm just going to blend them with my diamond burr. For really fine work, same thing with my chamfering, I'll use one of these diamond burrs. I'm just going to use these to blend those ridges. See, now that step is gone. Okay, friends, we're going to do the intake on the CS590. Here's the intake. Not going to do a ton to it. I'm going to roughen it up and just reshape it a bit. Okay, there's our intake. I'm just going to blow the dirt out, or the chips. Notice I did not change the timing, stock, okay? 79 is plenty on this saw. I just really textured the top, put little grooves and bumps in there, and we're going to try this the way it is. This is a work saw, so we don't want to go too crazy on it. That high exhaust roof is going to make this thing rip, I guarantee. Well, I hope anyways. Okay, friends, well, there is the transfers and intake done. All I did is rough up the intake. I did not change the timing. It is at 79. That's healthy intake timing for a power saw, especially on this size. We added case capacity to the transfers. I'm happy. I don't know what this is going to do. I foresee that this saw is going to rip. I'm just making sure that my transfers are symmetrical. I believe they are. This kind of stuff is finicky. You just got to do it by eye. Anyhow, friends, there you go. Echo 670, ready to rock and roll. As always, thanks for watching. Take her easy.